There was a time during the long saga of Brexit when Prime Minister Theresa May used to say,
"No deal is better than a bad deal."
No deal for Britain is better than a bad deal for Britain. Well, I've said on many occasions that no deal is better than a bad deal.
By which she meant that falling out of the European Union without a trade deal was better than one which didn't reflect the referendum results. But now it's becoming clear what no deal might look like, and it's giving people the shivers. The part that's grabbed everyone's attention is the possibility of food shortages. The UK imports fresh food from places like the Netherlands. No deal would mean the food might rot if it's stuck in queues at the border. The fear of the economy shutting down prompted Heathrow Airport to borrow well over $1 billion in case it brings in no income at all for 2 months after Brexit. The airport is contemplating the events of planes not being able to fly over European airspace and therefore not land in London.
Now, after a week, the economy would start to collapse because businesses would activate all their contingency plans, big manufacturers would close up shop, they'd move to the EU, EU citizens would start to leave en masse, the pound would tumble as we've never seen before, and anyone in that situation who was still talking up a no-deal scenario saying we'd be fine would quickly have to change tack. And if there was any public support before, that would evaporate too once people could see the actual reality of a no-deal scenario.
The prospect of the motorway leading to the Channel Tunnel in France becoming a car park because of customs delays, the nightmare of huge manufacturers shutting down and rebasing on the continent are all in theory possible, the longer the talks go on without an agreement. Brexiters, those who want a clean break with the European Union, dismiss all of this as what they call Project Fear, a deliberate attempt to undermine a democratic vote to leave the EU. It will be absolutely fine, they say, and indeed some argue that a little economic hardship is a price worth paying for the UK to regain its sovereignty. A no-deal Brexit would test that theory to destruction.
Come with me, and together, let's seize the day.
This sense of impending disaster, the idea that politicians are fiddling while the UK burns, has struck many as sufficiently surreal that it has a comic value. This video comparing Brexit to the Titanic disaster, perhaps the very best expression of people's worst fears. Anything could happen. Nothing can be ruled out. Laurence Lee, Al Jazeera, London.